Hey, this is Ronnie, and this is the Rescue Ronnie Show. Today, I have a very special guest, Penny Li Juan, credit specialist. She's going to tell us some of the things that you should do to fix your credit and some of the ways that you can ruin your credit. So stick around and check it out. All right, Penny, thank you so much for coming on. This is awesome. I think this is such a huge subject that people sometimes do lack education in, is the credit space, right? So maybe tell us a little bit about what you do and who you are.
Yes, my name is Penny Li Juan. I'm just about 2 hours away from Chicago, Illinois. What I do is I specialize in credit repair and helping people get their buying power back, especially with credit. I love fitness and everything else, but when it comes to helping people, that's my number one priority.
That's awesome. You look like you're interested in numbers, and that's awesome. So tell me a little bit about maybe 3 or 4 things that you can think of that can actually help somebody's credit and get their credit score up, which we all want, high credit score.
Absolutely. So there's definitely a lot of ways, but 4 tips. Number 1 is, actually with your spending habits. Do you have really bad spending habits with credit cards? So with credit cards, if you got a lot of credit cards and you're maxing them out, that's going to hurt your credit really bad. So your score is going to go down. What about your payments? Are you on time with your mortgage, rent? Are you on time with your payment history? That's going to hurt your credit as well if you're not on time with your payment. What about, do you have any credit? If you don't have credit cards, that's going to hurt you as well, just because you don't have any type of history for reporting. So I suggest, get something called secure cards, which is going to help you boost your credit as well. So yeah, if you don't have credit, that's going to hurt you as well. What about, it would be better to talk about mistakes people that make that's going to hurt the credit, and then talk about ways to improve it.
All right, so a lot of people have mistakes that happen in their credit, and their credit goes below which they want, and they maybe want a car or they want to buy a house. Tell me some of the mistakes that some people make on their credit, and how those mistakes can penalize them.
Right. So definitely, we all make mistakes, right? And especially comes to credit. What about, late payments? A lot of people don't understand if they miss late payments on their credit cards or on their mortgage, or on a car payment, it's going to impact your credit score. Especially with credit cards, if you max out your credit cards, that's a lot of times, a lot of people do, they spend so much on their credit limit. If their credit limit is 1,000 and they spend all of that, that's going to hurt your credit. So make sure to understand how credit cards work, as well as inquiries. So if you guys always trying to apply for a car, a house, just having a lot of people pull your credit, that actually gonna impact your credit score as well. So it will drop your credit score about 10 points. Late payments definitely drops you about 100 points. So understanding, always be on time with your payment history. Always don't max out your credit cards. You wanna stay between the 30% or lower to increase your credit. And if you don't have credit, it's best to start off something small, like a secure credit cards, which will help you boost your credit score, and understand that it's kind of like a credit card. So you would have to utilize at least under 30% to increase your credit score. A lot of items, like something does do happen, for example, bankruptcy. A lot of people file bankruptcy. Some things get to the collection agencies. Those items is gonna hurt you a lot. But when it comes to credit repair, we have a system that's going to help you understand, how you are able to take those items off your credit and to boost your credit score, so that way you have a clean report. So yes, we all make mistakes, but those mistakes can be fixed.
Yes, so that's really good information, and I don't want this all to be gloomy on what's awful about your mistakes. I also want to have some ideas on what we can do to help fix the credit, right? So maybe you can give us 3-4 things that you can think of that would help fix someone's credit.
Absolutely. So the number 1 thing is to look at your spending habits. How many credit cards do you have, and are you maxing all of them out? take the time out of your day to look at your finances. A lot of times we don't have a budgeting in place, so we start swiping those cards and not realizing we're maxing them out. So if you have a budgeting in place and realize you got to stay under that 30% to help you boost your credit, just check on your credit cards all the time. Don't just be swiping left and right. So that's number one tip, is always to stay on your budget. If you don't got money, don't spend it, right? So that's number one thing. The second thing is always be on time with your payment history. So whatever bills you have that is reporting to the credit bureaus, make sure you stay on time and make sure you pay those bills, you guys. It's so important. It can drop you 100 points, and that's a lot of points when it comes to the credit score model. Basically, it's 35 payment history. So it's gonna take a chunk of your credit off. It's gonna hurt you if you don't stay on top of your payments. The third thing is there's different trade lines you can use to boost your credit if you never had a credit before. For example, if you're renting and you want to be a homeowner, but you have been renting for a while, you can actually report your rent history as part of your payment history to do a trade line. And it's going to boost your credit score that way. And for someone, a newbie who never had credit cards before, again, you can apply something called secure credit cards and start with something small. So there's just different ways of boosting your credit as credit, right? So credit repair, that's where I'm specialized. I can help people get those items deleted, their past mistakes, and those, once it's cleared, it's going to help boost your credit score as well. So, but the number one thing is just never miss a payment, and just always stay on top of your credit cards.
We all can use a little bit of the whip cracking, and we need somebody to stay on top of us. So if you're someone that does not stay on top of your stuff, and there's a lot of us out there, a lot of people out there, definitely reach out to Penny, please. Penny, give us your number, your email, maybe if you have some sort of website that somebody can go check out. Let us know where we can get a hold of you if we want to use your services.
Yes, absolutely. So my direct cell phone number that I use is 309-408-9140. I do have a website. It's just actually my name. So it's going to be PennyLiJuan.com. You can also reach me directly on my website. Once you scroll, my website is so powerful, you guys. It's gonna explain to you everything about credit, how the process works. Once you scroll all the way down, you can send me a message and I'll answer you, because it will directly link it back to my email. So the fastest way to reach me is I'm just only a phone call away, but you can also reach me directly on my website as well.
Fantastic. I know a lot of people in my space that maybe are on the brink of being able to be pre-approved for a home, or as you were stating, a rental, or for a car or something like that. This can really, really be powerful and help you out. So please reach out to Penny. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you. And as always, have the best day of your life, and adios.